Hi everyone, this is Ishika Kesarwani and I welcome you all to the Tech Podcast. Today we are having Santosh Kumar Mishra, a software engineer at Microsoft. So, would you first like to introduce yourself to the listeners?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for inviting me on your show. Myself Santosh Mishra, and currently I'm working at Microsoft as a software engineer, and from last 1.5 year. And just before that, work in VMware for 3 years, and just before that, I work in Teradata for 1.5 year. So total, I have around 6 year of experience in software industry. Yeah. So I'm basically I'm currently I'm living in Hyderabad, and I'm from Shivan Bihar.
Okay. So I went through your LinkedIn and I noticed that you have worked in so many technologies from C, CPP, Python, Golang, C Sharp, Kubernetes, you worked on Docker as well. So what really got your motivation? Like how did you get motivated to do so much? I
Like
mean, so
the
many different technologies.
Yeah, the first of all, like the one thing is that whatever the job requirement, like whatever the work I'm doing currently, and whichever the company I'm working for, so whatever the requirement for that roles, definitely we have to learn that technology, whether it is easy or hard. But you ask like a really good question, like how you got motivated for how you motivate yourself to get into this technology. So definitely, like I take it as something like, okay, I take everything I take as a, like, let's say I'm child, that kind of eagerness I have to learn something, like, that kind of always I have in my back of the mind. So whenever I try to learn some new technology, always feel very much happy, and always I start from the very basic, and I try to go in deeper. And also always I think like, okay, it's not like someone asked me to learn this language or work on this technology. It's not like I'm after listening him, and I started okay, going and reading about that technology. I always think like, okay, why I'm learning this language, how this language is better than other language, why this language is required for this particular things, why other language you are not using. So many questions I comes to my mind, and I answered myself. If I'm not able to answer, I'll try to get discuss the teammates, and that's always motivate me to learn some new technology. And to just, since I have like okay, whenever I get satisfied, okay, I'm going to learn this technology, and by learning this, I'm going to achieve this much things. And that's really motivate me to learn any new technology. And I always try to go in deeper, so that whatever the technology I'm going to work, I can teach anybody in future if someone want to get any help on that technology. So that kind of mindset I always keep whenever learning new technology.
Okay, so from a student's point of view, what would you suggest them to, start with to get a job at least, to get into a good company?
Yeah, see, if someone is a student, like college freshers, what they can do, like for them to getting a job into software industry, for them, like 98% is data structure and algorithms. So first of all, 99% I could say they have to focus on data structure and algorithms. Data structure algorithm is nothing but like, just you have to build the logic to solve any questions, any kind of like challenges, or any kind of problems. You have to come up with the logic. And then that is the like data structure algorithm. There is no language restriction on that. Then you can learn any of the language. I would prefer learn any language like C++, Java, where the oops concept could be used. So C++, Java, I'll prefer to suggest them. Either of one language you can learn, and then start coding to that language. So like there are two things, like I told, right? One is like, you have to be we have to be very good in data structure and algorithm. Then you just have to be little bit master in one language, either Java, even C also, Java, C++, any of the languages, even Python also. And then this is the first thing. 99% things will be get resolved. Another thing, like you can focus on since computer fundamental, like operating systems, DBMS, some of the concept of DBMS, like transaction, like acid property, and some of the basic concept of DBMS, and some of the basic concept of operating system, like what is the deadlock, what is semaphore, what is locking, also see what is the process, and what is thread, all sort of things you can get. And definitely, if you thoroughly focus on these things, definitely you can get job in any company. uh, just you have to focus on these things. Yeah.
And like, what if the person is into development or cloud or security? What about that? For that also, you'll be needing this.
Yeah, see, for fresher now, like for fresher, they are just like, they don't have to focus on anything like what they are going to work, because since they are fresher, they don't have any experience on any of the field. So for them, whether you are going to work on networking, whether you are going to work on security, whether you are going to work on cloud, questions and will be the same for everybody, because since they don't have any experience, any expertise on any of the technology, if you are going to sit in an interview, people will ask questions from the like data algorithm and all basic question from the DBMS, C, and some OS and other things, because they don't see what technology you are going to work. They always see what you have already worked. In college time, they people only they learn the data algorithm and all sort of thing, and they just develop some couple of project. So for them, they can't expect anything like, okay, you should be expertising cloud, so let's ask questions, some question in cloud. They don't gonna ask, like, because you have not worked, you didn't work on that. So how they can ask, how can judge you based on technology you have not worked. But see, even in fact, I'm telling, like, after, if you get like 10 year experience in IT industry, if you're going to give in interview in any of the company, still they'll ask question, 90% question, even 70-80% question will be from the data algorithm, because that is something they can judge your logic, they can analyze how much you can think, because if if you're able to answer any of the complex question, they'll assume that this person is logically correct, and this person can fit in any other technology, this person can solve any kind of challenges. Otherwise, if you are a normal people, if they'll ask something that is already been developed, or that is already been there, why they'll hire new people? Because already the solution is there. They are not going to hire new people. They are hiring you to solve new challenges, and they can, there is only one way to judge people, to like whether that people can solve a new challenge or not. That is there is only one way to ask some questions in data structure, ask some complex question, give some complex scenario. If the people is coming with the solution, proper solution, optimized solution, and then there is very highly chances that the people can solve any kind of challenges in upcoming time. So that is data science algorithm is going to, like, if you are IT industry, if you are going to give interview for after 10 year or zero experience, data science algorithm will be with you for whole life. That much important play.
Yes, makes sense. Like, if you're not able to clear off the first round only, how are you going to clear off the second and third rounds?
Of course, that's not, yeah, that is true.
Yeah. So, like, you are a software developer at Microsoft, right? So, how did you get into it? How's your journey been like? And people usually say that if you want to get into a really good company, you need to be from a really good college. So, what's your say in that? Because you're a MCA student and you got into Microsoft. So, what do you have to say about this?
Yeah, good question. So yeah, actually, honestly, I'm telling, like, when I was in college, Microsoft was one of my dream company, but that time I don't had confidence to even, I will not think, okay, I can able to create Microsoft in a as a fresher itself, like in a college itself, I able to create the Microsoft, because I don't had confidence. Honestly, I'm telling. So what happened? Like, I was, of course, I study hard to, I sit into Microsoft interview, but unfortunately, I was not able to clear the Microsoft interview in my college time. But one thing I just thought, like, okay, this is what today I'm not gonna. Today I did not clear the Microsoft interview, but one day definitely I'm gonna clear Microsoft. So like, I did not. I always resist with the basic things, like always learning the things. I always follow the one step, like whatever the things I'm gonna study, I'll study from the basic to advanced level, and like, I'll always go into deep. I always learn anything with just a fun. Okay, I'm learning this. I'm living with this technology. I'm applying everywhere. whatever whatever the things I see around me, I try to apply my logic, whatever logic I have learned from the data structure, whatever the logic I learned from the OS, I try to apply in my real life. Let's say I try to apply that logic in my jokes. If I'm trying to crack any jokes on my friend, I try to apply that logic. Okay, that much depth I learned things, and that much. That's the way, I mean, that is the way I enjoy that, why learning that technology I enjoy at that level, so that I can apply that logic to any of the my jokes, or whenever I'm discussing something with my friend, something like that. So the thing is that, like, so first I got into the Teradata, but after getting the Teradata, I thought, okay, this is my journey, but this is not my destination, so I was keep doing my job, a regular job, but whenever I get time, let's say on weekend or after working hour, I'll keep focus on my learning new things. Let's say learning new questions. I started solving questions and learning some new technology, so that I can go to my destination wherever I want to go. So I 1.5 year I work in Teradata, and I've seen like people get demotivated, or people, okay, I got along me there were 4 students who got into the Teradata. Most of the people was not happy. Okay, I got this not good company, as per their standard, not this good company. They are not happy. But I thought, okay, whatever. This is just matter of time. I know 1 2 year or 3 year, definitely I'll gonna get my dream company. So like I keep working, I keep motivated myself, and I keep working. So I worked there 1.5 year. Then I got VMware. There was another very, for me it was very big jump in getting VMware job into VMware. For me it was really a very big jump in perspective of money, in perspective of like company standard. That is very good company, my VMware. So in VMware I worked for 3 years, and after getting VMware also, I keep learning, keep working, keep learning some new technique, keep discussing the people, keep discussing. If someone is coming to me, I keep teaching. I try to explain them. Every time ready to discuss some new questions, discuss some new challenges or some complex questions, and I keep learning. So I'll before like 3 year I work in VMware, and then I thought, oh, let's change some new company. Then I just asked my friend to refer in Microsoft. So like she referred me. I got my resume got shortlisted, and then I just took around 5 to 10 days to just prepare for Microsoft interview. And I just there were 5 to 6 somewhere around, and since I had some quite experience, 3 to 4 experience, so questions was asked from the data structure and system design, and so I just clear all the round and I got into Microsoft. So that, so one thing I'd suggest, like, even after getting a Microsoft also, I didn't think, okay, I don't think like, okay, this is finished, this is my goal. I always keep learning. Let's say some new question is coming or someone is asking something, I always try to start from the basic. Okay, let's learn this, let's solve this question, or let's try, let's learn some new technology, or let's something. It is not like there is no never ending process. It is something like you will be keep learning till the you are being in IT industry. So it is nothing like never you'll feel like, okay, I have learned everything, now I don't have to learn any new thing. That kind of mindset you should not be. It should not come anytime.
That's very inspiring, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like the point that you made, that trying to relate your logic, the concept with everything. That's a really good point to be made, because the students nowadays, they try to mug up the codes, try to mug up the concepts, and that is very wrong.
Of
Even I
course.
did that in the starting, which I somehow realized that this is not how you do it.
Of course, that's
So
true. Mm.
yeah. So how's the experience been like right now working for Microsoft?
Yeah, the thing definitely. First of all, like, I'm very fortunate that I am working at Microsoft. I always feel proud of myself. Because like Microsoft is something like it's. I definitely, after coming in Microsoft, every day I feel that, okay, let's do something good for Microsoft, because Microsoft treat every employee as a really good, treat every employee as a very good manner, and they always like here we have very good work balance life, working with work life balance, because uh, they always treat you respectfully, always like it is not like okay, they always try to be on okay, work this, something like that. It is not like, it's feel like a family, and also like I'm very fortunate that the teammates I got into Microsoft, all teammates are really nice, and it's always feel like okay, we just met them, and within couple of week only we become such a good friend. We feel like we are knowing each other from last 20 years, such a good bond we had. So definitely I am really enjoying working at Microsoft, and I really proud to be here in Microsoft. And and it is not about me, like it is not my personal experience. I asked many of my friends who are working Microsoft, all having the same opinion, so that kind of like I'm very lucky that I'm in Microsoft. People are ready to help you anytime, even after 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock night also. People help you with the happy faces. That is something I did not see in my past two company.
That's really good. Like the company environment really makes a big influence in your working.
Yeah.
So I have seen that you have a really good following on LinkedIn. So how has this social presence helped you out in your career and at networking?
Yeah. So thing is that like one thing is that like you want to say something.
No, no,
Okay.
no.
Okay. There is something like I feel why my journey started from like I was from very remote place in Bihar, and my initial like till 10th I studied in Hindi medium only. After 12th I switched into the English medium. So my journey was very struggle. I struggle a lot in my till I got in IT Trichy. I struggle a lot. People was not people really. I did not got help from anybody till I get into the university. When I was nothing, people are not ready to even help me. So I have just seen that people in this world, I'm not talking about myself, I'm not talking about anybody like personally. People are very selfish. I have seen people are very selfish. Nobody wanted to help anybody. Just see their some kind of like just see their okay, if this person having some if I get some advantage of with that person, then only they try to they're ready to help anybody. If they don't see any good thing, if they don't see any selfness, self something, what you can say, like something you can say like agar means like kuch swarth nahi dikhe, so people are not ready to help anybody. So I face a lot. I face really difficult in my life till 12th, till I got into the United States. So I just thought that whatever the difficulty I had faced now in my life, if anybody is going through that phase now, I'm not let them to face any other kind of issue. I'll take a step forward to help anybody who are going through that journey. So I, after getting into the energy, I help means I could say that like I'm not like I'm self-praising person. So I'm not self-praising, but I'm just saying that like many like 200-300 people's they come to me and just ask me, okay, what should I get? I always give 10, 20, 30 minute time to them, or to explain them, to inspire them. And I, because of me only, like 200-300 people uh, their journey got changed, like their I just guided them in a proper way, so that like their life and everything got turned around, you can say. And just you can see like because of me 300, like that 300 people would have guided another 300 people. You can say like how society can get changed over the time. If you one effort, many things can get changed, something. So in LinkedIn, definitely I have good followers, and whenever people come to me, they ask me. Definitely, I always ready to help them. And I have seen in college also, like I have seen in college life, people make notes and they don't. They always try to hide. Okay, I'll not help other people so that they also get the good number. That mindset, I never had that kind of mindset, selfish mindset. Always try whatever things I learned. Always I announce somewhere, okay, announce everywhere, okay, I have learned this thing, I know this thing, please come to me, I'll come to you, I want to teach you, I want to explain this thing, how this works. That kind of things, that kind of mindset I have. And I always enjoy that. So, and that will really help me to be make me a good person, and that's really help me to make a very good friend circle. And that kind of like, always I keep that kind of mindset, like whatever things I learn, I'll definitely distribute to the society, so that my learning will be go ahead more. I mean, if you share your knowledge definitely gonna grows only. And also, like, people will get a advantage of your knowledge also, like other people also.
Yeah, that's very inspiring again. Like even me, I used to struggle a lot when I was in my first year and I didn't have the right path to follow up. And the feeling that you get when you're giving out to the community is literally the best thing, and that can't be expressed using words.
Of
And
course.
learning in public is literally the best thing because again, it's not just you're going to help people, but also it's more like a commitment to to yourself in the public. So
Of
again,
course.
that's really good.
There is one small say, like people say, like, okay, how you'll how to be a happy person. So there is only one thing, like, if you want to be happy, make other happy, definitely will be happy. That is the highest level of happiness you can get. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So, would you like to give some tips to the listeners about like after your journey, from the stuff that you have done, from all the ups and downs?
Yeah, so like the first thing I definitely say, that it is not about how much you know, where you are, or where you want to go. Don't worry about anything. There's only one logic you have to, only one attitude you have to just keep yourself, like, you should never give up. You should always keep a hope. Okay, definitely not immediately, but definitely I'm gonna get success. And whatever the journey, how much fast or slow you are, don't change your goal. Just keep your goal fixed always. Where you are currently, let's say you want to go Delhi, you are in Bihar, you are starting from the UP or starting from the Tamil Nadu. Your goal should not get changed. You just see that. And another thing, every person have the individual journey. So don't compare yourself with anybody. Don't say, okay, this person struggles so much and to get into this, so I also struggle that much only. This is not like that. There is just some, there is every person, they having their own path. So always believe in yourself, work hard, try to, if you are not able to achieve something, try to analyze your process, whatever the process you applied, and learn from that process, learn from your failure. And definitely, if you are learning from your failure, definitely you are going to get success. So there is only one thing I'll tell you, like, uh, uh, failure is nothing, success is nothing but a small failure make you success. So failure teach you, and you apply that learning, and that learning will make you a successful person. So successful person, uh, anybody can't be become successful without any failure, because success, failure is a part of success only. So that is definitely I'm gonna tell that any your viewer, just don't change your goal, and keep learning, keep your believing yourself. And always, like, now a million of sources there. If you are learning, if you are going to achieve something or something, if you need guidance, anything, you have many materials out there in internet. You just go and search that, and definitely you should never give up. That is the one thing I could say that. Yeah.
Thank you. At that note, we can wrap up today's session. Thank you so much, sir, for coming up. And I'm pretty sure that all the listeners were able to get inspired because I myself got inspired so much. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
It's my pleasure, and it's my pleasure, and you guys are doing really, really great work to uh, guide your audience through, like, including me. Like, we are, like, say, people are coming sharing the experience. Definitely, I got inspired from the many people who are, like, we can't inspire from, let's say, people who have not, let's say, let's say Mark Zuckerberg. He work in he really study from the different society, different platform. People who are from the starting, you can relate people whoever come in your platform, your viewers can relate them with themselves, so they can really inspire with your viewers. Yeah. So thank you so much, and you guys are really doing a great job. All the best.
Okay, so. And also to all the listeners, stay tuned because we're going to come up with many more videos like this. Thank you for
Yeah.
joining. Bye bye.
Bye bye.